Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Security 101. And we're going to continue down the credit card path. The last couple of weeks we've been talking about skimmers and credit cards and protecting your identity. And we're going to go one more week into the credit card realm of things. So this week we're going to talk about how to keep your credit card safe. Besides the skimmer thing and all that, there's other things I never talked about online and a few other things. I'm going to cover that this week, and then we'll be done with credit cards for Security 101, at least until something big happens. So online, there's one thing you should always look for when you're purchasing something online. At the top of your address bar, you're used to seeing http://. You want to make sure you're https:// if you're ever going to enter any personal or credit card information that is very private to you. And so that means any kind of banking information, anything like that, should always be HTTPS. And if it's not, do not enter it in there, because the difference between an HTTP site and an HTTPS site is the S site encrypts the data before it leaves your computer and heads across the internet. If it's not encrypted, somebody can be in the middle and listen and get your information. And that is much easier than people do realize. We're going to do a show here for our Security Coded show very soon that shows wireless interception. And basically it's a box, it sits there, it finds an open wireless network, or you attach it to a private network. And if you walk in with your iPhone and your iPhone starts looking for your home network, this device sees that and pretends to be your home network. And then it is in the middle and records everything. And it's off-the-shelf stuff. It's very easy to do. So always important to make sure it's HTTPS, because if it's S, that box in the middle can't see what you're sending. So it's a very important thing to remember. The other thing is, and this comes up because I have a friend on Facebook who showed their little daughter holding a credit card. Now all you could see was the last four numbers of the credit card. So you would think that'd be safe, right? That's wrong. I'll give you an example why. Most credit cards have a particular look to them. So like if you saw my credit card, you would be able to tell what bank I was. For instance, give you an example. Like Bank of America, most credit cards are red for Bank of America, red or silver, or different, certain looks to them you can see. Well, the thing is, banks have these preamble numbers. For example, most credit cards for Bank of America start with 4337. And if you have the last four numbers, you can, in a minute or two, calculate what the rest of the number is. And the reason that's like that is there's an algorithm that all credit cards use to validate that the credit card number is valid. And it's called the Lung algorithm, LUHN algorithm or formula. I've seen it with both ways. You can go and search it on Google. You'll find things on Wikipedia about it. You can find it all over the place. And basically, it's a checksum that validates that the numbers all equal. Well, if you know the first four numbers and you know the last four numbers, the only number you don't know are the 8 in the middle, which is like 99,999,999 numbers. Well, a computer can calculate that through really fast. And all it would do is take the first number that you think you know, the last number that you do know, and keep increasing them by one until it cycle through them all. Well, eventually that checksum is going to equal out, and they're going to get your credit card number. What they still don't have, though, is your date that your card expires. However, it's only by month and year. If you can figure most cards don't go farther out than 3 years, you're talking 36 tries. So they would go try to use your credit card with the number 36 times until it hit. They would then have your credit card. So that's why you never want to show a picture of your credit card on the internet. It doesn't take much to reverse that and get your information and figure it out. So that's very important. That's another credit card safety thing as well. Always cut your cards up and cut them up at angles. Make sure the mag stripe is cut all different directions. And I even throw them away in two separate trash cans, two different trash days. So it just helps keep it separated, because they can put that stuff back together. The most important thing is to make sure they can't read your name, the expiration date, or the mag stripe. Without that stuff, they have no access to your information. So very important as well. It's always best also if you can cut up to the point where they can't tell who the issuer was or what bank you're with. Just the more you can do, the better off it is. So that's it for Security 101 this week, and I promise we're done with credit cards, or at least for now. We'll see you next week on Security 101. For show notes for this show, contacts, and more, go to the techzen.tv website, where you can get show notes for all of our shows. We love to hear from our viewers and listeners. We have an email, a Twitter, and a phone number where you can contact us for each show. For details, visit the techzen.tv website and get the show details. You can also make a video and upload it somewhere like YouTube or Vimeo, and then just send us a link. You never know, you may see your video in a future show. You can get all of our shows delivered automatically to your favorite device by going to your favorite podcast website like iTunes and subscribing. Each of our shows also has a YouTube channel you can subscribe to get regular updates. Our shows are also available on most internet radio networks like Stitcher and TuneIn Radio. You can also watch and listen to our shows on Xbox, TiVo, and Roku. You can even find us on your Zune.